In the heart of our world there exists a place so chilling, where the echoes of the past still reverberate through its decaying walls. Welcome to the Haunted Asylum. This forsaken place, a relic of a bygone era, stands as a testament to the darker chapters of human history. Its crumbling bricks and silent hallways hold secrets of a time when the line between sanity and madness was blurred. Renowned as one of the most haunted places on Earth, the Haunted Asylum brims with tales of apparitions, mysterious voices, and inexplicable occurrences. Over the course of its existence, there have been over 1,000 reported paranormal activities, each report a chilling testament to the asylum's eerie reputation, each account a piece of a puzzle that continues to baffle even the most seasoned paranormal investigators. As we embark on this journey, remember, fear is the mind's greatest illusion. Hold tight as we plunge into the abyss of the unknown. Every eerie corner of the Haunted Asylum whispers tales of its grim past. Our journey into the abyss of darkness begins in the late 18th century. The Haunted Asylum, a towering edifice of stone and dread, was initially designed as a sanctuary, a place of solace for those grappling with the unfathomable labyrinth of the human mind. Yet, as the years rolled on, its noble purpose was lost, buried under a shroud of despair. In the early years, the asylum was a beacon of hope. It was an institution committed to the care and recovery of those society had cast aside. They believed in healing, in understanding. They were pioneers, stepping into the unknown, armed with compassion and a deep-rooted desire to make a difference. However, as the 19th century dawned, the asylum's halls began to echo with a more sinister tune. The surge in patient numbers overwhelmed the institution. Its corridors, once filled with dreams of recovery, were now overflowing with the cries of the forgotten. The asylum had transformed from a haven of healing to a prison of desolation. As the decades passed, the asylum's story grew even darker. Theories and practices, now considered archaic and inhumane, were employed with an unsettling frequency. Electroconvulsive therapy, lobotomies, isolation. The asylum's methods were as terrifying as the conditions they sought to treat. The asylum's descent into a house of horrors was not sudden, but a slow, insidious process. It was a tragic reflection of the times, a testament to the ignorance and fear that surrounded mental illness. The asylum's initial purpose was lost amidst the screams and sobs that filled its chilling halls. By the mid-20th century, the Haunted Asylum had become a symbol of terror, its walls echoing with the cries of those who had entered its gates seeking help but found only torment. It was no longer a place of healing, but a monument to human suffering, a macabre testament to a time when understanding and compassion were replaced by fear and brutality. The walls witnessed horrors beyond comprehension, and they have never forgotten. Those who've dared to step inside have stories that will curdle your blood. A gentleman named Edward once recounted his chilling encounter. He was a skeptic, a man of science, but his visit to the asylum changed everything. "I heard whispers," he said. "They were faint, almost inaudible. But as I moved deeper into the asylum, they grew louder. They were not just random sounds, they were voices, pleading, crying, screaming in torment." Then we have Amelia, a brave soul who ventured into the asylum with her group of friends. She told us, "We were laughing, making light of the situation, but then I felt a cold breeze brush past me. I turned around and there was nothing. The laughter died, replaced by an eerie silence. Then we heard a child's laughter echoing through the hallways, but there were no children in our group." And who could forget John, an experienced paranormal investigator? He's seen a lot in his career, but nothing prepared him for what he encountered at the asylum. "I saw shadows," he confessed. "They were not from any source of light. They moved independently, taking on humanoid forms. They seemed to watch us. It was as if they were curious, or maybe even angry." These accounts are not isolated incidents. There are countless more stories, each more terrifying than the last. People have heard screams in the dead of night, felt unseen hands touching them, and seen apparitions that vanish as quickly as they appear. But what's most chilling is the consistency of these accounts. Different people from different walks of life, all reporting similar experiences. It's as if the asylum has a life of its own, a dark, tormented life that reaches out and touches those who dare to enter its confines. So remember, when you hear these accounts, they are not just tales meant to thrill or chill. They are real experiences recounted by those who've been brave or perhaps foolish enough to venture into the asylum. These are not just stories, they are warnings from those who've been touched by the unseen. In the Haunted Asylum, the boundary between the living and the dead is blurred. In this chilling realm, the ethereal echoes of its former residents still resonate, their spectral forms forever bound to this forsaken place. Each ghost has a story to tell, a tragic end that has tethered them to these hollow halls. First we find the Weeping Woman. She is often seen in the asylum's desolate corridors, her tear-streaked face a haunting image of perpetual sorrow. She is believed to be a former patient whose unbearable grief and regret have locked her in an eternal cycle of despair. Her plaintive cries echo through the night, a chilling reminder of her unending torment. Then there is the Faceless Man. His name is a nod to his disturbing lack of features, a blank visage that sends shivers down the spines of those who encounter him. He is often seen aimlessly wandering the asylum's grounds, forever lost within his own despair. His presence is a grim testament to the dehumanizing treatments that were once commonplace within these walls. Perhaps the most terrifying of all is the Shadow Child. This small, dark figure is frequently spotted darting around corners or disappearing into thin air. It is believed to be the spirit of a young boy who tragically died within the asylum. His playful yet eerie presence serves as a stark reminder of the many innocent lives that were consumed by this place's dark history. Each of these spectral inhabitants carries a piece of the asylum's sinister past. Their sorrowful tales are woven into the very fabric of this place, their anguish forever echoing through its long-abandoned corridors. These are but a few of the countless spirits that are said to haunt the asylum. Their spectral forms are as much a part of this place as the crumbling walls and decaying fixtures. They serve as chilling reminders of the asylum's grim history, their stories forever etched into the annals of the supernatural. The dead do not rest here. They wander, eternally trapped within these cold stone walls. Now let us delve into the darkest corners of the Haunted Asylum. Every haunted place has its hotspots, and the asylum is no exception. Among the most terrifying aspects are the areas where the spectral activity is at its peak. The old surgical ward, for instance, has a chilling reputation. Reports of disembodied screams, the clatter of surgical instruments, and the unnerving sensation of being watched are commonly reported. The air here is heavy with despair, a testament to the agonizing procedures that were once commonplace. The solitary confinement cells are another hotspot. This is where the most disturbed patients were kept, often in inhumane conditions. Visitors often report an overwhelming sense of dread, a feeling of being watched, and sudden temperature drops. Some even claim to have seen the apparitions of former inmates, their faces reflecting eternal torment. But it's not just specific locations within the asylum that strike fear. There are also the chilling ghost stories that have become part of its lore. The tale of the Weeping Woman, for instance, has been passed down through generations. She is said to roam the asylum's corridors at night, her mournful cries echoing through the eerie silence. Her story is a tragic one, believed to be a patient who lost her sanity after the death of her child. Her spirit, it seems, is eternally trapped within the asylum's cold walls. And then there are the inexplicable occurrences that seem to defy logic. Doors slamming shut on their own, lights flickering without reason, and objects moving of their own accord. These incidents have no logical explanation and serve to heighten the sense of fear and unease. The Haunted Asylum is a place where the past and present collide, where the echoes of past suffering are still felt today. It's a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead seem to blur, resulting in experiences that are as terrifying as they are inexplicable. In the Haunted Asylum, fear takes on a form you can feel, hear, and sometimes even see. Our journey through the Haunted Asylum, a place where nightmares walk in daylight, draws to a close. We've peeled back the layers of this spectral institution, unveiling a dark history that lingers within its decaying walls. From the eerie whispers that echo in its abandoned corridors to the chilling apparitions that roam its grounds, The asylum is a chilling testament to life and death's eerie dance. We've delved into the terrifying tales of those brave or perhaps foolhardy enough to venture into the asylum's depths, their experiences painting a picture of a place where fear takes tangible form. Each account, each unexplained occurrence adds another piece to the puzzling enigma that is the Haunted Asylum. Remember, the Haunted Asylum is not just a place, it's a chilling testament to life, death, and the haunting echoes that bridge the two. Farewell, brave souls. Sleep well,